Okay, so here's the tricky part. You've solved the first bit and you've plotted the graph, and now ask you to solve to use the graph to find estimates. Now, whenever it says use the graph, you can't have an algebraic solution. You have to draw lines on the graph or give some sort of indication that you know how the graph tells you the answer. Now, bear in mind the sketch isn't brilliant, so I'm going to be slightly off in my answers, but never mind. The first one is very straightforward because our graph is x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2, and it asks you for x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2 equals 0. Now, where it equals 0, obviously the y value tells you what the function is at any particular time. When it equals 0, it's just where it hits the x-axis. So 1 we already knew about, but in addition to that, we've got about what it looks like minus 0.7, 1, and 2.7 again. So those are the 3 points where this one equals 0. And for R2 equals minus 5, then we draw a line there and see that it crossed here. For R2 equals minus 14, then that would be our value. And always we're looking for the x value. If it asks for where it equals 15 up here, then we'd go and find out the x value there. So that would be 3.8, whatever. The second part is more difficult, though. Take those extra lines off. Now, it's not asking you for the solution of your graph equals 0. It's asking for one that's slightly different. Now, there's a technique which I always apply to these questions. If you use your graph to find the solution of a particular equation, and the equation isn't the same as your graph, write the graph that you've drawn underneath. So in this case, it's x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2, and make it equal to something. Now, to get from the equation in this part to the graph you've drawn, what's happened? Well, to get from x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4 to x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2, you've obviously added 6. So do the same thing to this side. And now what we're solving is where our graph equals 6. And if you draw a line across at 6, there's only one solution, and the x value of that is approximately 3.4.